Hello and welcome back to the next episode of The Sinking City. I have made my way back over to the fish market because Daryl asked us to report our findings to Anna. So that is what we're going to do before we head over to the university to see what information we can find out from them. And let's see. Anna is still over here.
It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison. Though I can't identify it yet.
See, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
Oh, wow. Yeah, any idea?
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see, take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
Yep, definitely. What should I do with the poisoner, though?
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Oh, okay, so this is where we're gonna lie for Daryl.
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good cover.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
And, oh yeah, the holding pen.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
Yeah, for some reason I just don't believe her.
Now, refresh my memory. Where's the university here?
I know it very well. Here, give me your map and I'll show you.
You were a student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. Earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much more than on the mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
See you later.
Huh. Yeah, for some reason I just don't believe this woman. Okay, well I was reviewing the cases before I started the episode, and we are actually really close to 2 of our side quests that we picked up, and the first one is right over here. And it was the guy over in, what's it called? What? Yeah, the Bounty of the Sea. The guy from, the port. Jeez, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Asked us to find the ship logs. So we are going to go do that real quick. At least I hope it's really quick. And it should be like over in this area somewhere. And I can't do the mine thing while I'm driving the boat. I wonder if we can go talk to this person over here. Maybe. Oh, can I talk to you? Oh, I can.
Get off my ship, you newcomer rat!
Ah, so we found the barge. The water is rising and we must go to the open sea or we have no chance at surviving the storm. The engines are at full steam, but the waves push us back to the city. One of the new sailors, Goran, wanted to cut the ropes and throw the cargo overboard. A barrel struck him and threw him in the water. The engine has stopped and we're taking on water. The shore is close. My sailors took the only lifeboat, but I will not leave. Kay, spare us all. Okay.
I wonder what happened to the chemicals.
Ooh. So we've collected all the evidence here. Alright, well, let me check our case log and see if it updated. The water, okay. Oh, so this was the ship log. So that's all we need. So we can return back to the guy in the port, I guess, next time we're there. Hopefully he doesn't ask us to go find it. Now, the other one is the field research. And I believe it's this one? Yeah, I think we're in Salvation, right? Yeah. It's this one right over here. So we're just going to pop back in our boat and go back over here and check that out. Whoa. Spun around a little bit too quickly on that one. Here we go. These boats are a little bit difficult to control. And this is the guy that was flooded out, or is flooded in, I guess you would say. Let's see if I can find a dock. Is this it here? Possibly. Well, do we have our gun ready? We do. Hopefully we don't have to use it. Let's see if we can go in. Infected man's residence. Okay, so this is it. Alright. Do you see anything? Some blood on the floor. Oh jeez, I hear it, where is it? Ooh, is he like invisible? Oh jeez, no he is not. Oh. No, there's another one. Where at? Oh wow, why are they invisible? Ah, yuck. I'm about to die. Whoa. That's crazy. They are invisible. What the heck? Alright, that healed us back up. Let's go back to our gun, make sure we reload. I should probably go to the other... Ouch! Really? Oh, jeez. Really? Where are you? Spitting through a doorway. What the heck? That's crazy.
Every kid's childhood dream. I wanted a toy like that too once.
Oh. Oh, somewhere here on the bed. The blood? Yeah, there we go. Oh, jeez, I wish it wouldn't do that. That's so creepy. Bad dreams again. The thing under the floor keeps scratching. I told Mom, but she said it was rats. Dad told off John for playing with slimes near the hole, but it wasn't him. I told Dad about the thing who lives in the basement, and he punished me too. Tonight I saw the head looking from the hole and cried. It comes at night and wants to do bad things to me and John. Why won't Mom and Dad believe me? I was so tired from not sleeping that I couldn't watch the hole. And today I feel so bad. My belly hurts. My mouth tastes like slimes. Mom and John say they feel bad too. Even now I hear it scratching. Oh, does it? Ooh. So do these, like, things crawl in and take over? Oh, he has one of Mr. Grimes's boats. Interesting. Can I? Oh, I can. Can I craft more bullets? Let's craft that one. Yeah, I don't want to go too far with it. And I still... Oh, gunpowder. Okay, nice. Alright, so we can't go anywhere else here. Alright, let's see if we can go upstairs and look around. Hopefully no more invisible monsters attack us. And it looks like the way is closed off up there. Oh, nope. Ah, shoot. Alright. Did we get him? I think we got him. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna have to craft more, first aid kits here in a minute if I'm not careful. Oh, I hear another. I hear more. Oh. Are we done with it?
The slime stinks even worse than the bodies.
Oh, I collected an ooze sample. Okay. That looks like Mom. Because there's a bonnet there and a shoe. Well, and part of a foot. Oh. Strange. Anything else here? That'd be a really good.
Weeks have passed since this food was cooked.
Okay. Oh, okay, well, we got the Wibbly World. Alright. Oh, so we got one downstairs.
John, you... what is happening to me?
Yeah, the people are turning into these things.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Okay, well, let's see if we can run downstairs and see what that one is.
Time to figure this out.
Huh. Alright. So... this has to be the first one, right? Where they get sick. And then... this one's the second one.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand?
Miss! John, you... what is happening to me?
The beast crawled from the sunken basement at night and infected the family. After a short incubation period, they turned into monsters too.
Okay. So we got everything here. All evidence collected. Nice. Alright. Wow. Oh. World got wibbly. Alright, well, let's get out of here and head back over to the university. We still have one more place to investigate for this case, but we have done both of those. So let me switch our case back to quid pro quo. Alright, so we need to take the ooze sample back to Dr. Grant. And we need to tell Dr. Grant about that. So if we are in the area of the hospital, we can drop that stuff off. But for now, let's go back to quid pro quo. We've already done that. Now we just need to figure out where the university is. And I believe it's, is it... let me just actually go to the map itself. Is this university? Yes, that's the university. So, I think if we go... if I go back over to the fish market and fast travel to here, then I can just make my way over. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let's hop back in our boat. I'm glad I checked out the side quests while we were here. And we're able to knock those out without having to make a detour back to it. So I've not really done any of the fast traveling yet. So let's give this a try and see what it's like. There we go. Alright, not too bad of a loading screen. Some of the loading screens in this game are pretty long. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I do like how we teleport from phone booths. That's pretty cool. So, looks like I could just go there and head straight up. That was right over here? No, that's the infested area. Well, let's not do that. How about we just make our way right over here. And then I think we have to make a left and go up. Alright, that makes it a little bit easier on us, I guess. Of course, I'll probably get lost along the way because that's what I do best, apparently. Oh, that's a cool little statue. Can we get a good look at it? I don't know. It's just like a mariner. I like that. Alright, so we should be able to get out over here. And hopefully it's not an infested area. Although the next time we go back to the fort, I think we are better able and more equipped to handle the infested areas over there. Okay, I was like, there are people walking around. Why is it an infested area? But I think I'm a little bit more mentally capable of handling these monsters now. They were just freaking me out a little bit the first time we ran across them. And hopefully, eventually, we will get a better weapon. Is this our university? It looks like a university. Yeah. Yeah, Oakmont University. So, let's see if we can find a doorway that we can go in. Yeah, here we go. Department of Medicine. This is probably us. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
Well, I can solve that.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Great. We are going to the basement. Well, let's see if we can find that. And see if we can take a little look-see around for anything around here. Apparently that is the basement. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, let me double check, make sure. Yes, I can let's fill it back up. And that should be good. We'll start with the low level one first. Until we figure out which ones are down here. Oh, geez, 3 of them. Is that all of it? Are we good? Oh. Oh no. There we go. Oh. Yuck. Alright, the lab's clear. That's good. Okay. Can't carry any more of those. Oh. What the heck?
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
What is that thing? March 10th. With these pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th. I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden? some trait present inside other creatures and perhaps even ourselves. I will need to find volunteers. That's experimental log part 2. We need to find the first one. So he was infecting people?
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
March 2nd, I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd, was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I've begun a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. Last night I had a vision, thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Okay. Whoa.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
Why is the world all weird? Well, what happens if you press it?
So very tempting.
No, it won't let me. So where does it go to? Goes over here. Oh, they were electrocuting that. Ah, okay. Anything else down here? Oh, yeah.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
Okay, and they got brain pieces in the refrigerators. So did I get everything down here? Kinda looks like I did. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, yep. And I can't pick that up. Alright, well, let me figure out how I got back down here. Oh, that's right, we came over that. Whoop. There we go. Hopefully that's all we needed from down there. Yep, I've cleared the lab.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Alright, so the professor's
The
experiments.
lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
Like arsenic. Yeah, what are the
How
symptoms?
can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
I didn't imagine it would be.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Yeah, is there an antidote?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Who has access?
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days.
Really?
Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
Convenient.
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Sure. Tell me about the professors, though.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
Exactly.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
And the other professor?
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
Okay, so we have a new... Alright. Our case is updated, though, so... Oh, okay, just the second floor. So to the Mine Palace. I don't think these connect. Alright. Well, let's head upstairs. To all staff and students of the University of Oakmont, henceforth any mention of the Everyone's Obvious Duty Organization, also known as EOD, its symbolics, current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be trusted or cannot be tolerated. Administration of the Board of Trustees. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why they don't like the EOD. That's not what I wanted. Closed for maintenance, so we can't go in that room. And we have a note. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce. Westerbrook. Oh, so maybe he's not really sick. He's just calling in sick until he gets his office back. Is there... And there's no way we can get in there. I wonder what's wrong with his office. Oh, can we... Oh, we can break the lock. Well, I'm going in.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Oh. Oh, jeez. So, go over here. Okay. Well, I was gonna come over here. Okay, George Cavendish. Here we go. Brothers and sisters, crossed out. Too familiar. My fellow Americans, crossed out. They are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont, how much longer will we put up with these fish-faced bass? Crossed out. These sea freaks, crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? Those cave-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD, crossed out. It's a draft of an article. Okay, give me a minute. Let me... Is there anything else? Just the wibbly. Oh. Ah.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Ah. So he made a copy of the key and then broke in and got the poison.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Okay. Alright. Let's go over to the Mind Palace. Oh. Okay. It's just that. So... Alright, so it'd be Cavendish made a spare key, and Westbrook has access to poison. George Cavendish, a professor at Oakmont University, is a poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to his student, he lives somewhere in Advent. Okay. And then, well, that link? No, I didn't think it did. Yeah, I didn't think those linked. Alright, so we need to go over to Advent then. I think we've gotten everything here. Yes, we have. And Advent is over here, but we don't know where in Advent. Is that what I'm getting? Oh. According to his student, he just lives somewhere in Advent. So we probably need to go... Can I just look? Oakmont City Hall. Probably to City Hall for the records, right? So if we just leave this building and wander over, we can pick up the boat and go straight over. Yeah. Alright, let's run back down and talk to this guy, see if there's anything else he has to say before we head out. No.
I'll see you later.
Alright, he just is going to repeat the same stuff. Now, is there a fast travel point around here anywhere? Don't see one. Interesting, though. Well, I wonder where this case is going to take us, because this is... I don't know, I don't trust the EOD. Well, at least I don't trust Anna, I should say. Ooh, that's an infested area. Okay, hold on. Where am I heading? Totally the wrong way. Of course I am. But I think if I just continue up and then I can go to the next block, we should be okay. Because if there were monsters here, they would have walls up, right? Yeah, there's a guy here. Not too bad. It's really interesting how there's just so many buildings that you can't go into hardly any of them. Whoa. That was some wibblies. Nice tattoo, dude. Alright. I think we should be able to go straight across. I think this was much better actually coming this way than the way I was gonna go. Whoa, excuse me, ma'am. Officer. And that looks like a city hall to me.
The mayor Oakmont Reserve.
Please, help me out.
I wish I could. Is there a... No, maybe not this side. Maybe I came to it from the wrong side? Yeah, this has got to be City Hall. Yep, there's our door. Ah, nice. Hello.
Yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
Oh, you all
Just wanted to
rainbows and
say hi.
sunshine.
I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
Sure.
Well, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
Bye.
Wow, everybody here is just so crabby. What the heck? Anything back over here? Nope. Just lots of unused space. Okay. Fair enough. Whoa. Dancing papers. Cool. Alright, nothing here. So let's figure out. We need, here it is. So he's a professor, so he's obviously a citizen. We don't now, it would be now, so legal document maybe? Well, no, we know his profession. Will that do it? There we go. Alright, George Walter Cavendish, residence, Oakmont Street, or Oakmont, Massachusetts, Advent Central, St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, Flat 2. Alright, well, let's go to our map and see exactly where that is going to take us. So, Carpenter Street, here's St. Michael's. Between Carpenter and Constitution. So here's Carpenter Street. And here's Constitution. So he's not going to live in the flooded area, right? So probably right in there. So we just need to go out and head straight down, and hopefully we can pick up a fast travel location on the way. Just so we have it marked. Yes, there's one right over here. It's always good to get these marked on the map, just in case we need to. New Sherlock Holmes, Mystery of the Creepy Watson. I don't know if I've said, but I think the people who worked on this game, or made this game, also worked on the Sherlock Holmes games as well. So I guess there's a little bit of a similarity in the way they've done it. It's, I've not played any of the Sherlock Holmes games. I hear some of them are pretty good. You know, maybe one of these days I will try them out. But so far, I'm enjoying this game. I'm not still 100% convinced about the mechanics and stuff of it, but I am enjoying investigating the cases. I do like going into the Wibbly world and trying to piece together all the evidence. So, I don't know. Well, continue to play it for a little bit longer and continue to see what you guys think about it. What does that say? Watley's household chemistry. Alright, so is this... Yes, this has got to be our residence, yeah? Alright, well, let's go in and investigate. Whoa. The game does make some...
The door won't budge.
Like, freezy, stuttery moments. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it's probably just like a little mini load screen. I'm trying to load in the area. What's this? If you want it, take it. It's free. Tag from the baby carriage. Okay, did he have a baby? Interesting. Alright, well.
The door won't budge.
Alright. It will now. I don't hear any monsters, and doesn't seem like anybody's home. So let's check for some evidence. Oh, what do we have here?
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Okay, so he... Oh, that's right. I think it said he was divorced, so... It must be his wife's wedding ring, or he took his off. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything in here. Got another door there we can go in. What's in here? Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicion from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about Plan B. Anna from the fish market? Is that who he's married to?
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Okay. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert. Well, they're really not doing anything to calm the racial segregation going on in this game. Disturbance in the Shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont Police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the Shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated the fight. Oh. Okay. Okay, so the EOD suspected crimes and their ranks were swelling? No, game stuttered there for a minute. Alright, maybe because it was saving? What's that? Oh, so maybe I don't have... Oh, wait, what if we go here? There we go. The EOD has much more going on than charity organizations. They're dirty, I know it. Whatever they're up to isn't good. Okay. I don't think these two are going to go together. Alright, so we have another door here. I can...
Door won't budge.
Oh, it did. We gotta...
I loved you. I always loved you.
Alright.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Oh, okay, we have Wibbly World.
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George! George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine!
Oh!
Mine!
So,
Okay.
Anna got
Let's see
pregnant by
what we
somebody
have.
in the
George?
EOD?
I can't live like...
I don't care what your damn EOD cult
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
What the heck?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Yeah, you should explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do
That's
the
not
talking.
exactly what I meant.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Yeah, let's go ahead and ask him. I know who she is.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Were they gonna sacrifice it?
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them, they kidnap ordinary folks too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
Wow, okay, well, is this the only way to fight him?
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
Yeah, what do they mean by blessed by the sea?
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones.
Oh.
They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Oh, okay.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Well, I'll listen.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
So he wants us to poison the fish.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Okay, so we've got to make a decision. Oh. Ah, wow. So, George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD's charitable operation. Which leads to George Cavendish became desperate after EOD robbed him of his wife. He's determined to save others from the same fate. Or he is a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goals. Wow. He's actually both. Alright, before we make a determination on that, can I... That's not gonna... Oh, that does link. Anna Cavendish is a jealous servant... Oh, I'm sorry. Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of EOD, and she will follow any instructions without hesitation. And that's all our clues, so... What is this one? Anna Cavendish is covering up the EOD's shady ambitions to take over the city. Anna Cavendish does honest charitable work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of the EOD. Alright, I believe that she is a liar. I don't trust her. There's something wrong going on there. So, I think we are going to poison some fish. I should help George Cavendish loosen the EOD's grip on the city. I think this is the way we're gonna go. What if I, do it this way? What does that give me? I should help Anna Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. But if they're putting stuff in the fish or not, they're not putting, the EOD's not putting anything in the fish, they're giving the fish out to recruit more members who they are feeding to these old gods to get them impregnated to spread this Innsmouther disease. So, I think, honestly, the better solution is to help him. So that is what we're going to do. It would be interesting to come back in and do the exact opposite of all the decisions that I've made so far.
Have you made up your mind?
I will help you.
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Okay, so we have the poison. So we need to go back to the fish storage. Is that everything? Nope. All evidence collected. Alright. Very nice. Can we ask him?
Yes? Do you need something?
I guess I can't.
What is it?
Nothing. Alright. Maybe we can ask him about this, Professor Doe at another time. So let's check our map. We need to go all the way back over to the fish place, which is over here, and we can fast travel from there. So I'm just gonna run back up and pick up the fast travel location, although there's probably one over here by the library. Yeah, let's run over to the library, or towards it, and at least see if we can find that fast travel location. It'll at least be helpful for when we do need to come over to this area, because I'm sure we will be eventually, since it's a prominent location on the map. Wow. That is... So, did the ground get pushed as well in the flood? Feel the gentle touch of tentacles. Yeah, it tastes better than it smells. Lovely. That's always a positive. We got a diner over there. Advent Central. Ooh, is this... That must be the library. Why is there a diner sign on it? Anyways, let's make a fast travel over to where we need to go, which was down over here. Alright, I will meet you guys over there. Alright, whoa, lady, you might want to get up.
Please, help me out.
And it should be just over here around the corner. Now there is a that guy in the fish market, that little quest we picked up from him, one of his houses is around here. I wouldn't mind trying to get that done today as well before we head over to whatever we have to go after this. And hello.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
Sea be praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of rock, as you can see.
I need to go in.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
Okay, that's weird. Don't be a stranger, but you need to get out of town. Alright. Oh, he removed the harpoon. Very nice. Do we have anything here? Do. And I guess this is the fish we're going to poison. Compliments to the chef is the name of the trophy we just earned. That's funny. Alright. I guess we can go ahead and leave. And he is gone. Alright, let's check our case book. Alright, I closed. Oh, I dosed the fish as George Cavendish requested. Now I must speak with him about it. Pointing his end of the bargain, I am to meet him at the corner of Hawkins Lane and Liberty near the fish storage. Alright, well that should be, what, just up here? This is Liberty, and that was Hawkins. So up there you are. Alright, I've done the deed.
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Alkmaar. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
What are you gonna do now?
So, what's next on your to-do list? Hangings? Drowning kittens?
What we've already accomplished should be more than enough. After I see the EOD in ruin, I'll turn myself into the police. I'm aware of being guilty of several crimes. The least being theft and the most severe being mass murder. I won't hide from my fate.
Well, that's something, at least.
I don't want anyone else to suffer my fate. And I certainly don't want anyone else blamed for my crimes.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords? Again?
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
Oh, here we go.
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Bye.
Okay. So we need... I told you there was going to be something up with that basement. Alright, let me switch cases here real quick. I'm pretty sure one of these is right next to... I think it's this first one. Yeah, it's right over here in the infected area. Let's see if we can get in there and get to it. I don't see how this is going to help this guy, to be honest, though. I mean, because who's going to want to live in an infected area? And I don't think these are going to help his case any. Oh, there's those little rat thingies. So, how far Just straight up the street here. Oh, jeez. Good gosh. Yeah, that's a big one. I know I don't got none that's gonna cure that. From rags. Oh, for Molotovs. Here we go, right here. Oh, yep, in. Oh, please don't follow me in. Please don't follow me in. Oh, we still have to go out. Oh, what was that? Something fell. Okay, I'm full on that. Yeah, I feel that they could have varied up the houses a little bit. This is probably the basement, and I can't go down there. Oh, jeez! That's not good. Oh, yeah, you stay outside. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, this does no good. Oh, okay, the little ones I can beat up. Yes? Alright. Oh, nope. Not very well, but I can beat them up. Oh, man. What are we doing now? I hear more squishy. Alright, so I need... Oh, this is the... I have to take the camera picture of it, right? Was that... Okay, that worked. Alright. Go back to our gun. I don't know how I'm going to get out the door. There was something over here, I thought. Your husband crossed paths with a powerful man and has been taught a lesson. If you want to see him again, bring all the bullets he stashed away. Don't try to fool us. He already told how much he's hiding, and for his and your safety, don't even think about going to the police. Oh, man. This is not good. Run away from this place and don't look back, no matter what. Do not gaze your eye upon that awful man in the painting. A few months ago, I was visiting a lady friend for a cup of tea and free lodging, if my charm served me well. I saw him for the first time then, hanging on the bedroom wall, staring. He has been following me ever since, and now he's made his way here to my own room. Heed my warning and leave. Leave before your eyes meet his. What the heck? Oh, good gravy. What have I done? Oh, how am I going to get out of this place? I have, like, locked myself in here. Alright, well... Did they leave? They did not leave. And I bet I can't shoot it through the door, can I? Oh, I can. Oh, it left. Oh, yeah. Alright, we are out. Ooh. Yep, definitely. I saw that garbage can by the door, but right now, I just want to get back out of here. Don't know what even possessed me to come over in this crazy place. Alright. We are out. What? Jump. Thank you. Alright. Well, by doing that, I think I can safely go back into some of these other areas that I've run away from. It really just felt like, oh no, you're not going to be able to kill that thing. So, I'm going to go over here to the fast travel point and pop back over to the fish market really quickly. And we will continue on with this first case, or the second case we're working on. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, let me go back up to quid pro quo. Alright, let's get in here into the basement. Man, these people... I wonder if that's why they're throwing up, because they've been eating the poisoned fish. Possible. That's not where I want to go. I want to go over here. And can we go in? We can go in. Is there anything down here? Oh. They have an altar with blood on it. Well, that's not a good sign. More manacles. Yeah, Anna knew about that room. That's probably why they wanted that building. Alright. Anybody here at all? Oh, yep, there you are. Ooh, did we not speak to you before? Fred?
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
Oh, there
It's
we go.
funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Lowe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
What's the order?
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Okay.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. Alright. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Okay, so we need to go and report back to Mr. Throgmorton. So I think we will do that before we end the episode, and that will hopefully finish off this case and put us on to the next part of it, at least. I guess I should say finish off this part of the case. Alright, well, let me see if I have a fast travel location over by him. I don't think I do. I don't think I, no, I did not uncover it. But I do have one over to here, which is much closer. So let me go and find my telephone booth. I feel a little bit like Clark Kent going looking for a telephone booth. Well, let's do this, and I will probably cut out the trip over to Throgmorton's home. Are they eating him? They made a cake in his image and they are now eating it. What the heck? Wasn't there like a song that in the video, the music video, that it was like Alice in Wonderland, and at one point she was like, half of her was a cake and they were eating it? I seem to remember, but I can't remember the name of the song. Oh, that's just disturbing. What the heck is wrong with these people? Alright, well, I know who kidnapped her.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Yeah, they're not all bad.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Yes.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Oh, we got a shotgun. And we have a new case called Fathers and Sons. Well, let's check out this shotgun. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, let's craft a full few bullets for it. Let's craft some of those. But nice, nice, nice. Alright guys, well, looks like in the next episode we have a new case, or a new part of the case, I should say, to investigate. And we will probably continue to work on these little side quests as we are in the same area for the main case. I think that's the best way to kind of do them. And you know, if it gets to be too much, then we can maybe just put them off into their own little category. But for now, thank you for joining me. I've been Volgirl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.